Hello everyone. Oh my gosh, I am on times 8. Back to faster. Okay. Anyways, my name is Marshee, and I am coming to you with another Starcraft 2 cast today. Today, we have a PvZ on Ohana LE. We have, as the red Protoss, Hoender. And in the top left, we do have CoolTech. I've casted a couple of his games before, and he always seems to go this 11 extractor trick overlord. He just does it. I don't know why, I don't know the reasoning behind it. He just does it. Anyways, just to give you a little information, CoolTech is a level 99 druid or whatever. No, he is a rank 5 diamond player, and we do have Hoender here. He is ranked like 43, somewhere in the middle of the diamond map. But we do have spawning pool first for CoolTech. I have downloaded the new 1.5 patch, and let me tell you guys, if you haven't seen it yet, it looks sexy, and it looks great. It looks amazing so far. I'm really excited about the arcade games. But oh, interesting fact, before I get into a little rant on that, but we do have no Forge Fast Expand here. We do have Gateway first. Gateway first, no sort of maybe a 1 gate expand. Maybe we'll see some or gating. We will have to find out. Anyways, 1.5 patch. It looks amazing. I cannot wait to get into the arcade and just dick around and have a good time. You have the cybernetics core going down for CoolTech. So we are going to see why he spends his chrono boost on. If we see it spent on probes, then I guess looks like it's going to be spent on probes. It looks like it's going to be a 1 gateway expand, maybe 3 gate robo, but nothing 4 gate, nothing like I'm going to end the game right freaking now. But we do have some wings out on the map. We do have this probe running for its dear life. Oh, anyways, he's probably very safe. Yep, bleeding balloons just kind of came back, and now they're back on the approach for it. A little bit of BM from CoolTech. Had a little bit more respect for you, my man, but I guess BM is fine, part of the game. You're a COD player at heart, I understand. Just saying, calling him Hoender. Oh, this probe, what you doing, probe? You had a one-way shot to get back home. But now it looks like you're going to die in a little bit of a just digital mess here. But we do have Chrono Beast going down on the cybernetics core. We do have another gateway being thrown down. But we also have Chrono Boost out on the probes. So I'm guessing 2 gate expand here is what I'm guessing. Not quite sure about this build here, but we do have a bunch of Zerglings here at the watchtower. He'll know what's coming, if anything's coming. If a probe tries to sneak out, no bueno, he will be able to see it and go and find it and kill it. Do have a couple more queens out. We do have 3 queens out on the field for CoolTech. We're gonna get that creep spread going real quick. Hold on one moment. Yes, ma'am. What? No. Just. Haha, sorry about that. I like to do all my casts in one turn, so I'm just going to keep going with it, because I already know what's going on halfway through the game right now. Anyways, we're going to keep going. My parents must think I'm crazy. I am sitting here in my room talking to my computer. But little do they know, I'm talking on the phone, air quotes, air quotes. So if they knew what I was doing, they would probably send me to the loony bin, because I am talking to my computer. That is okay, because I am okay with the loony bin, and I am okay with Starcraft. But we do have the Scouting Overlord here at the bottom, just kind of sneaking its way into the main base of the Protoss player. And we do have the Nexus coming up, so it does look like a weird, random 2 gate expand. And both of these sentries are going to come out right on time for Warp Kit to finish. That was a pretty interesting timing. I like it. It was very crisp and very sexy. But we do have these little Zerglings slowly nibbling away at the rocks. And we do have the Scouting Overlord being able to see everything, including the 2 gateways, but they do have warp gates, so there you have it. Anyways, I am Marshee. I've stopped, like, yeah, it's pretty much over. I can't advertise myself anymore. These Zerglings do have, they do have the Red Bull upgrade. They do have their wings, and they are able to go lightning fast. And we are taking a third from CoolTech. Not seeing any sort of, seeing some passivity, deciding to go ahead economically. We do have a nice little force coming out here. We have Sentry Zealot, and we do have the probe coming out for some, looks like some drop down the forward pylon here. But these are a lot of lings, and these lings are going to see what's going on. And we're going to see these. Oh, he's actually just straight up canceling this third. And we're going to see a counterattack here. This is going to might do a lot of damage. I don't know. There is one sentry here. And you might be able to get a good force field off. He's going to need it. There it is. There's the one force field, warping in more sentries, and he will be able to hold this off eventually, and he will tickle everything to death. But we're going to keep in morphing in. We'll try to get a zealot in there, but with these force fields, he can't. But he will. He needs to get that zealot in here to block it off. Actually, the forge is going to go down. +1 will not get finished researching, and now those lings are streaming in here, and these sentries are going to all die. Maybe Hoender, sad face here. Oh, and getting more lings into the main. Going to pick off a lot more probes, and so the mining is going to go down, at least be delayed a little bit for Hoender. But with these zealots, he should be just fine. He is going to lose a couple more probes in the gas line, and he's going to try to squeeze his way back out, and he does with 3 lings. This is so annoying, but CoolTech is doing a lot of damage now. Let's take a look at the workers lost. 9 probes have died in this conflict, and they are just finally cornered and then tickled to death by the sentries. Get this annoying bar out the way. We do have hallucinations being researched. The forge barely survived, now researching +1 armor. We do have the natural being taken back. I wouldn't call that a terrible loss. He did delay the Zerg economically, did delay that third. Did lose quite a bit of probes, but I believe he still has his army completely intact. But we do have a monster amount of roaches out here, and Zerglings out in the field. We do have +1 melee out, and these rocks will finally go down and make it easier for him to engage and save his third. So pretty good play by CoolTech. We do have the hallucinated phoenixes going out, scouting everything, wanting to see where the army's at. And will this phoenix see the army? He does see the army. He does know what's coming. He does know the unit composition. So maybe warping in some stalkers. We do have a few stalkers here. These zealots are going to just eviscerate these Zerglings. And with good force fields is what it's going to come down to. But he definitely needs more stalkers in there to get that range support. Because otherwise, roaches will kite this army all freaking day long. We do have a mortal coming in that will help against the roach count. We do have another good scouting by CoolTech, using an overlord to check and see what's coming on. See the additional 3 more gateways being produced, and if he's lucky, he will get to see the robo. I don't think he sees the robo yet. No robo. He sees no robo, so he doesn't know any immortals, and he could have seen it with the Overseer, but the Overseer is going away. Actually, he will just kind of die. Will he die? And he does. He just explodes in a suicidal mess. But we do have army getting in position, killing all these rocks off. But we do have a scary zealot sentry immortal mix here. And we are getting in way. The probe just had a big old nope sandwich there. He said, not going down that ramp. And we do have a nice force fields here. These Zerglings are going to die. These Zerglings are trying to desperately get away, and these Zerglings will die. The roaches, basically, Hoender had a perfect, nice, really good force fields there. Completely trapped all those Zerglings. I don't think he lost a single unit in that engagement. And these roaches are going to go home. So, good engagement by Hoender's part. He is going to send the probe out to start the Nexus, trying to secure his third. We do have more hallucinated phoenixes coming out, trying to check out where the army is, if he's going to be attacked anytime soon, where he needs to position his own army as well. Take back, he is throwing up spore crawlers to, I guess, in case for DTs, because you never know, that could be a possibility. He doesn't know the current tech path yet. I believe he did see those immortals, so he knows there is at least a robo out. Maybe not a Twilight, but he is going to take his 4th base over here. I like the 4th base here. I don't. These shrubberies are really annoying, and you don't know where the hell the Protoss army is going to be at. But this base is just that choke point right there, or just force fields are the devil. But do you have more roaches? Pathogen glands is 30 seconds in, so he can start those infestors. He is opting for Hydralisk though, which I don't believe is the correct choice here. He does have maybe just add a few just to give that added DPS to his army, but not too many more Colossuses. Just give it the dickin'. We do have the scouting roach. Poor little roachy is going to die, but he is going to check and see how the 3rd is coming for Hoender, if he's going to attack, if he's saving up for this big monstrous death push. The roach does see it, and he gets away. He spots it, and he is going on home. We do have +2 weapons. We do have the robotics bay coming out, Colossus Bay, right here. He will producing dim colossi, so we should see a spire go down in response for CoolTech to get those corruptors out, and eventually broodlords. Double spire is coming out. Looks like he is going for the hive. Hive is completed. Little fun fact: hive and spire takes roughly the same amount of time to create. So if you start your hive and then throw down 2 spires, when the hive is done, you can immediately start greater spire. Just a little fun fact in case you didn't know. This is a pretty good army composition for Hoender, but with this many immortals, 5 immortals, this roach army is just going to die. I think it takes 3 immortals to one-shot a roach, and so that'll definitely pretty much damage this army. He does have the added 4 Hydralisk for support, and he does have a few infestors. And CoolTech is taking his 4th right now. He is moving his army to defend it with these 3 cannons here. It should buy just enough time for this army to come down from here to here to protect it. We do have just a positioning battle right now. We are having bases taken all across the map here. We do have the spine wall coming down and we do have the greater spire being started for CoolTech. He's getting +1 carapace, flyer's carapace for those eventual broodlords. That's going to happen. We do have Twilight Council out. We do have Blink Stalkers out on the map. We do have 2 more Colossus being produced. So this with extended thermal lance and ground armor level 2. So this army, this Deathball composition is pretty scary. The only thing CoolTech does not, Hoender doesn't have that many Stalkers. If there was a sudden tech switch to Broodlords, or I guess not a sudden one, but the eventual switch to Broodlords, which is coming, it is going to get really scary for the Protoss really quick. And then we do have the Phoenix coming out here to try and scout to see if he does have the Spire coming out. We do have a big battle here. So many Colossuses. We do have very nice fungals on these the Zealots here, but with these trapped roaches, these roaches are just getting destroyed by the Colossus and the Immortals. That engagement went pretty bad for the Zerg player. He only has a handful of units left, and this base will die unless we get some crazy fungals, but it's not going to happen. This base will just flat out die, but I believe he is saturating this base more anyways. So we do have the original 4th going down for the Protoss player, with these Immortals just doing an incredible amount of damage. 2-1-2 Immortals are just pretty bad ass. Anyways, we do have these Herblords going down. Not CoolTech actually really close to being supply blocked here. And the Protoss army is just going to go across the map, just try to just kill everything here. Just make it kill some. I would like them to kill this creep spread here. I don't see any sort of observer with this army here, but just a ton of sentries being morphed in. Those force fields are going to be so annoying for the Zerg player. But he does have a bunch of Broodlords out on the map, and not that many Stalkers. He has 16. He does have 21 Stalkers, but with good Fungals, his army should be fine. He does see the Zerg Protoss army coming across the map, killing these spine crawlers with these spine crawlers not doing that much damage. And this is going to be another big engagement here at this round. Very nice Fungals, keeping all the units in place here. We do have the blink forward, but we do have roaches to come in, help these Broodlords. We only have 4 Broodlords left, 3 Broodlords, and now with all these Fungals, and I believe all those Stalkers are wiped up. A lot of this stuff is just going to die. We do have another Broodlord coming out. 24 more roaches in production. We do have +2 carapace. Just so many upgrades for the Zerg player. And once these upgrades finish, these are going to be a pretty good army. We do have a lot of Colossus out. These Immortals are essentially useless now, because they're not going to be able to shoot up, and they're not going to be able to reach as far, and they're not as good against Broodlings as a Colossus or as a Colossus might be. But we do have 4 bases coming up for the Protoss player. We do have the 5th base up and running. We're going to have a Roach run by here, but it's going to be a terrible demise. He does snipe off 1 Stalker, and this Archon is being pushed out. We should see a Mothership on the way. We don't even have a Stargate up. I don't believe. No Stargate up, so no Mothership for a while. But we do have this Deathfall for the Protoss coming out. We do have Archons that's going to help up against these Broodlords, especially if they're clumped up like this. The Zerg player is floating a lot of minerals. He could make some more Corruptors, more the Infestors right now, but he is not supply block. He is going to kill his 5th though. He should kill it rather quickly. This Protoss army is streaming across the map, and he will get the cancel on it, and he will try to retreat here. He does have these Stalkers blinking in front, but he does not need to lose these Stalkers, as they are the primary anti-air for this Protoss army. And we do have a bunch more Broodlords popping out. We do have a total of 9, and those Broodlings with +1 missile strike, 3 carapace. I want to see what do we have +1 melee for these Broodlings. So these Broodlings are going to be, no joke, pretty powerful against this army. I would really like to see a Stargate coming out for Hoender, but Hoender is essentially maxed out. He's going to snipe this base once more. I would like to see a Starport being thrown down, the Mothership on its way, and getting some Void Rays out to really combat with this heavy Broodlord composition. Oh my gosh, we have so many Broodlords out, and not enough ground army. So Void Rays would just be so good against this army right now, and not that many Infestors at all. We are going to have another little Roach run by here at the supposed 5th for the Protoss player, but we do not. We do have 1 Void Ray out, so there we have it. Where the hell is this? There's a Stargate. We should see the Mothership. Mothership is on the way, and these Roaches are just going to be used for harassing. But we do have so many Broodlords. Holy Broodlords. We do have 19 Broodlords either here or on the way, and this army is really scary looking. We do have High Templar with Storm, and so that will do great damage if there is a Vortex. As soon as those Broodlords pop, they can just storm them to death, and we can't, or we could have Archons going in and do the Archon Toilet, overpowered Archon Toilet. We do have the this base getting killed once again for the 3rd time. This army is incredibly out of position. We could see Broodlords being just marched across the map, or maybe go for a base race here, but not really. Broodlords are not the best units for base races. We do have Roaches coming out, trying to scurry away from everything and try maybe another run by, but we are going to look like we're going to have this massive final battle for both players. We are approaching the 26-minute mark. We do have +3 carapace, +2 flyers attack, and these Broodlords are going to not die ever with this 4 armor that they will soon have. We do have High Templars out. Maybe the Roaches could come over and snipe, and that'd be a huge win for CoolTech. And he is going to get to him. Alright, very nice play. These High Templar are going to die with all the storms going down, but no avail. The Archon is trying to morph, and it is going to die. And he is going to kill one or couple stalkers. He really needs to get these stalkers out. And we do have a ton of broodlords coming out. And these broodlings are going to slowly nibble away at everything. But we do have the mothership coming in. And so a couple good... this is going to be a perfect time for a vortex. We had an investor trying to neural parasite. Neural parasite has not been researched. That is a bit of a blunder for CoolTech, but it doesn't matter. With so many broodlords, everything is just going to die. This Archon is going to eventually... Oh, wow. Survives. He definitely needs to be warping in so many more... Just throwing down more gateways, warping in nothing but stalkers to blink underneath these. There's only a few infestors out, so you can't fungal everything. We do have broodlords over here at this army. We do have the probe blocking the 4th. So we are 4 bases on 4 bases, but let's take a look at that army tab. The army supply is in CoolTech's favor, but he has so many broodlords. We're going to find out what it is for the, not army supply, resources, where is it at? It doesn't matter. Oh god, no, return the game. Return the game. Alright, and here we go. We do have a Void Ray coming out. We do have all these Colossus. The mothership's not in position. We need a... Oh, such a sick vortex will go on right here. Such a sick vortex. Such a sick vortex. No, the mothership is fungled. How is it fungled? It's a massive, isn't it? It doesn't matter. We do have a massive army. These broodlords are just destroying this army. And the vortex does go down, but there's nothing for the Protoss player to put into the vortex. The mothership is about to go down. He is putting a few units in there, but it's not going to matter because none of them shoot up. And nothing's really happening to these broodlords. They just they're now popping out. The mothership is dead. The Colossus are dead. The Hoender's supply is plummeting. He does have 6.3k minerals. He does have 21k gas. He can just, so many gateways. We really need to see him warping in. There's nothing being warped in. He's still making 3 Colossus. I don't know why he's making another mothership. And Protoss Shields level 3 is on the way. He needs to keep warping in stalkers before this army, this just dangerous army, is coming and going to kill everything. He needs to be making Void Rays because there's not that many corruptors out in the field. But he does have a bunch of stalkers here, but that's not going to be enough for this army. He's making zealots for some reason. His gas is now no longer, the gas bank is no longer here, and he's just queuing up. What? He's queuing up all these Colossus, and I don't know why he's to be making zealots, tons of zealots. Not zealots, stalkers. He is trying to put himself into a nice choke here, but everything is going to die. These Colossus are going to emerge and kill off these broodlings, but with nothing to kill off. Broodlings are just free units. These broodlings are just going to slowly siege onto this 3rd base until it all dies. We need to see, the broodlings are in such a position, all the stalkers are caught back behind the base, and all these gateways are just going to die. And now the broodlords, we do have the blink under, but there's just so many broodlings. All of these, in Hoender GG's. And that is a very, very powerful army. Hoender, if you are watching this, you would definitely need to produce more Void Rays when you see such a low corruptor count. Well, now see there's such a high corruptor count, it doesn't really matter. But Void Rays are your friends, especially in those air battles. If you kill the corruptors, and even if your ground army dies, you do have those Void Rays, and they'll just slowly kill off all the broodlords. I've lost many games like that, and they're actually trying to expand over here. That is the powerful broodlord infestor army for the Zerg. Well, I hope you all enjoyed this cast. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. If you like what you see, you can like or subscribe on my YouTube channel. Follow me at Marshee Starcraft on Twitter as well if you would like. But anyways, hope you all enjoyed this cast, and you all have a great day. See y'all later.